so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is...
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Carolina Panthers. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Black 80. Mike 54. I'm coming for you. You mine. Shoot. King. Check.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
I got one. You go tight. You got tight right there. Switch. Black.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. Yards there and a first down.
Now, back in my old days, before college, I put a little bit of offense. I used to love to pitch the ball to my backs. How about that pitch right on that play?
Yeah, going right. People run to the right more than to the left, don't they, in real life and in video games?
That is true. A lot of offenses constructed to run to the right side of the line of scrimmage. Those big tackles, usually your power blockers.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check 99. Undercrush. Easy.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
White 80. Mike is 59. I want that. Give me that ball. 59, what's up? 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. 44. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run on first down. Connor. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
All day. All day. Bro, he's coming. We got double up. Rush in. Double. Rush in. Shit. Back.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So that'll back him up 5.
That's it, baby. That's it.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. See if they can keep this moving.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 5.
Now it's Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Panthers.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Under 10, under 10, 10, 8, 8.
To the air again, Newton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Alert, alert.
Toss play, counter. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And a good job defensively. They stopped them short of the first at the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Juju, there's definitely a positive spirit about that, man. You know, he was, I know you know this story, but he was asked in training camp by a fan to sign his head next to a tattooed Steelers logo.
Not a piece of paper on his head.
No.
Sign his head.
Sign his head. And then later Juju told reporters he'd give game tickets to that fan if he got it tattooed. Well, he did. And Juju came through with not only game tickets, but season tickets for the fan.
Well, there is a positive spirit about him, as you said. He does give good juju out there, and the fans feel it. In fact, at another practice session, he took part in a gender reveal. because the fans asked him, hey, can you come over and help us out with this? He said, sure. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's a boy.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch your slack. Watch your slack. Gun. Watch the grip.
Now Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Switch it. 20.
Here's Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Check 15. Check 8. Gun.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Rolling to his left. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Give me some.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Ready? 88. Check 55. Mike. Let's go one more. Kill. Great, great, great. Out, 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 out. 66, bullet, half. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's it. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch the safety creep.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 52.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9".
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Cornelder. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check 13. Check 13.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Alert 3, alert 3. Gun. Slam. Wait. Kill.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To the side. Look at it. 20. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Great. Mike 55.
To throw is Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not that. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Check.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check 9.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Tight go. Great. Express. Mike 55. You remember me.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready. Ready. Hey, eat. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check 2. Great. Check safety. 8.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Get ready. Get ready. Shift. Gun.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Gun.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Watch the whip. Showing it. Watch twins.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Take four. Hey!
This is McCaffrey, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger finds his running back, James Conner. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
The stop made by Gerald McCoy. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. That's to his running back, complete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Right to the 3. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 8. 20.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And this one's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Get the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Roethlisberger now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And spins away to the right side and complete to Washington. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
He's Snicker. He's Snicker.
They'll run here with Connor. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions.
Take 2 of them. Check 3. Take both of them. Check. 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 Check 43.
Connor going to try and run it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short boot, take it at the 21.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Sean Davis that time on the tackle. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's our time. Great. SOS. Check 3.
McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Gun. You don't want none.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to...
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody.